Hi you guys, my name's Annie Williams. Today I'll be demonstrating my demo speech for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. There will be some blood in my video, fake blood, so if you get queasy, feel free to turn away. So I think the most essential thing is for everyone to at least know some basic life skills for them to be taught. Wouldn't it be great if you're in a crowd of people and someone needed medical attention and you're there to help? It could be detrimental to saving someone's life, or it can be as simple as stopping a bleed. Today I'll be showing you how to stop a bleed the way a medical professional would do so. I had gone to Blencark Training Center where I became a certified EMT. I put my hours in there with my fire, paramedics, and everything you could possibly think of. I was able to accomplish that there. It was a great experience, and it would be great for me to be able to share for you guys some basic life skills that you can use for yourself, on your friends, or on your family members. So the steps that I'll be showing you today are going to be starting off with your BSI. It's going to go ahead and do your direct pressure and your tourniquet, and lastly your PMSEs. So the first step I will be showing you is going to be BSI. What BSI stands for is body substance isolation, and in order for you to protect yourself from any body fluids, the number one thing you can possibly use are latex gloves. And I understand if you're out somewhere, your friend got injured or something, gloves aren't available. Right after you're done touching them, make sure you go wash your hands because you do not want to cross-contaminate any blood with your blood. That's how diseases are formed. So now that we are ready to go and have our BSI ready to go, we can go ahead and go to our next step, which is direct pressure. So right here, I have someone who's profusely bleeding out of their arm. And so what you're going to do is going to grab cloths, napkins, whatever is convenient for you, and you're going to go ahead and grab it and hold direct pressure. I prefer two hands because you want as much pressure as you can possibly hold on their arm. So you're going to go ahead and have your person hold direct pressure, and if the bleeding continues to stop, you can keep continuing to add more gauze, and at that point, if it is still profusely bleeding, you're going to want to go ahead and do our next step, which is applying a tourniquet. A tourniquet may sound scary, but it's something easy and detrimental to use. So what I have here is just a shirt I have ripped in half, and you want it to be long enough to go around the person's arm. You can use any type of cloth or anything that's a rope. You can even use a belt to make a tourniquet. You just want to use what's convenient for you at the time. So what you're going to do to apply a tourniquet, you're slowly going to go underneath their arm, go up with it, and you're going to tie it in one little loop. You want to make sure it's above the injury site. So go ahead and pull it as tight as you can, and you're going to do one more loop around. So once you have your second loop, you're going to do one little more knot, and then you're going to do one little knot on top of that. So you have a little hole right here. It's how my finger's able to go in that hole. And what you want to do now is grab a pen, pencil, anything that's next to you, and you're going to stick it through the little hole we have made. You're going to twist as many times as possible, and once you have twisted, you're going to place it right there so you see how it's staying on its own. You want it to be staying on its own. You want it to be unraveling or doing anything weird. So make sure it's secure, and to know if it's secure or not, we want no blood flow going through here. And to check for blood flow, go ahead and see if the person has a pulse. And he does not have a pulse, so we've successfully applied a tourniquet. And our last step is going to be check the person's PMSEs. And what the P stands for in PMSE is pulse. With our patient here, you're going to make sure the person has no pulse. And to do so, you're going to grab two fingers, go on top of their thumb side up, go on the little ridge, and go flap over, and you'll see if they have a pulse or not. We don't have a pulse, so we're good. The next one stands for motor. You're going to see if they can wiggle their fingers, which they should be able to do so. The second one will be sensory. Say, sir, do you know what finger I'm holding? They should be able to say, yes, you're holding my index finger. And the last thing would be check for circulation. And the best way to check for circulation is grabbing their fingernail, squeezing it, and it should go back immediately on a regular person. But our person shouldn't have any circulation going through their arms, so their capillary refill will be delayed. The perfusion in their arm will be delayed. So if it's delayed, you're fine. Don't freak out because that's what we want, because we want no circulation going on through this arm. So you have successfully learned how to stop a bleed in a person's arm. So profuse bleeding, which can lead to hypovolemic shock, It's a life-threatening situation where time is crucial to stop the occurrence of blood loss and possible death. I have provided a few simple but crucial steps to help an individual in need when excessive bleeding due to an external injury. The most important factor to keep in mind is to stop bleeding by applying forceful pressure to the bleeding site or applying a tightly bound tourniquet above the wound. The evidence of the goal of ceased blood flow is the absence of blood exiting the wound, no pulse to the extremity of the wounded, and the wounded individual remaining conscious. You want to make sure your patient remains conscious at all costs. And it's important to remember that you do not need to be a medical professional to save someone's life. Thank you.